This is the Sony ZV-E10, a camera that has been making waves in the content creation community for the past 3 years now. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you my first impressions and thoughts on this little powerhouse. So let's get active. The Sony ZV-E10 comes in a sleek, compact box. You know, the typical Sony packaging. Like, I can't really knock the brand name because why? It's Sony. And can't go wrong with Sony. So right off the box, the camera feels super light. Now I don't know if it's because of my big hands or maybe my bicep curling routine is in effect. I don't know yet, but the camera is light and it's small, making this camera perfect for vlogging on the go or like, you know, everyday camera for clipping content with, for Instagram, what have you. The design is I want to say the design is very user friendly. There's a big red button, or I should say a big red ring on top of the camera, so you can't really miss the record button, right? And one thing to mention is that there's no viewfinder. I know people that love viewfinders out there. I know it's just true, you guys, but hey, you know, this one is not for you. That's all I can say. But the button layout itself is simple. Like, it gives you everything you need. Everything is where I should say where you need it to be, right? For a typical APS-C camera. The main button on top of the camera, which allows you to switch between the different modes, is like right next to the, I don't even, where did I put the camera? Oh, my bad. I'm using the camera right now, so yeah, I can't really show you, so I'm gonna add some B-roll, right? So it's just like one button that you press to switch between camera mode, video mode, and slow motion mode, and it's real cool. But that's just like, you know, that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the camera. But now let's talk features. So the Sony ZV-E10 has a 24.2 megapixel APS-C sensor, which is very impressive for its size, actually. Like, it's super small. You should see it, right? I want to say the Bionz. Yo, I don't know who made this word, but for whatever reason I can't pronounce it. The Bionz, no, the Bionz X. So it has a Bionz X image processor. Let me know if I said that right. Ensuring high quality images and video, right? Which is honestly impressive. The image quality that comes out of the camera for me personally is really good. Like, the 4K is clean, images is clean. Like, I got no complaints when it comes to shooting at low ISO. It's real good as well, like for me, for pictures, for video. Okay, like even this video for instance, right? It's like I'm shooting at 100 ISO. I'm using the Sigma 16 millimeter 1.4, shooting at f1.4, and yeah, it's okay. Like, let me know what you think about the visuals, right? And to be honest, camera technology has really advanced over the years, and this is not even, I want to say, a professional camera, like, you know. And the number one reason I bought the camera was because I wanted to be able to shoot 4K. Like, the iPhones are good, but like, I want a camera that has like crisp 4K. And at the time I bought this camera, when did I buy this camera? The thing is, I'm looking at other cameras as well, but like, at the same time, I was like, okay, the Sony ZV-2 is gonna come, Mark II is gonna come out soon, so it's like Mark 1. But double with slow motion in HD, the autofocus is not bad. When it comes to shooting these videos, I know that I'm gonna get constant 4K footage based on what I'm shooting, right? So for these talking head videos right now, it's all gonna come out crisp. The room is lit how I want it to be lit. The setup looks okay. My desk setup is there, like, you know. And me personally, I think sometimes it's not really the camera you're shooting on. Typically, it's lighting, audio, and the lens. So if you have a good lens and you can shoot like 1.4, for instance, like this one, I get a little blurry background going on. Like, you know, I'm not too far away from the wall, so you can't really see a blurry background. Then lighting, like, you can't really go wrong with lighting. But I want to say, even before lighting, audio is super good. So it's like, once you can hear me clearly, once you can see me clearly, and then, like, you know, as a creator or what have you, you could, like, you know, make your space look how you want it to look. So then that adds to your overall creativity. But the number one standout feature, I would say, on the Sony ZV-E10, apart from the ramble I just went on, is the dedicated buttons for the background defocus, right? I never really used that too much, right? Because like, so, but it makes it super easy to like achieve that, I want to say, that beautiful bokeh effect, you know, like the kind of blurry background effect that I'm giving you right now with the Sigma. It has that built in. So it's like, but honestly, I haven't really played around with it that much. So, but I will touch on it when, like, you know, if I do a full review on this camera, but we will see. So the camera handles low light situations quite well, honestly, thanks to that large APS-C sensor. But bro, understand that you're not gonna get like Sony FX3, or I want to say Canon EOS R6 Mark II low light imaging out of this camera. But for the average consumer, or I want to say the average content creator for that matter, like, it works. You ain't got no worries, right? The focus is super fast, it's accurate, yeah, and making it easy to capture, I want to say, A-roll, B-roll, what have you. So my only suggestion is that you get a good lens for the camera. Like, for example, right, I got the Sigma 16 f1.4 on this camera, and honestly, since I got it, I never really take it off the camera. Honestly speaking, like, it's like, look at the imaging right now. The flip out screen is a game changer for vlogging. I'm not really the vlogging type of guy, but when I shoot A-roll, it allows me to actually see myself while I'm recording, like right now. But anyway, whether you're a beginner or an experienced content creator or a filmmaker, what have you, you'll find the Sony ZV-E10 easy to navigate. Can't really go wrong, right? Did I mention this? But yeah, it's like your connectivity options include Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, USB-C, like USB-C, making it easy to transfer your files and control your camera remotely if you're into that, right? But the one thing I really like about this camera is that, you see, the camera can turn into a webcam, which is super convenient for, like, I guess, tutorial videos, which I might make. I don't know yet. We're gonna see. But the battery life is decent, right? Okay, I have a friend that has, like, he shoots Sony cameras as well, and he has an APS-C camera, and he says that the battery life is good. But honestly, like, okay, I charge the camera, I go to work, and it's like I use the camera a couple times, and I still feel as though that the battery drains on me a lot. But like, constant usage, I would say you might roughly get, like, I want to say 75 to 80 minutes, depending, like, continuous recording. It never really overheats on me, so but I would suggest, if you're going for longer shooting time, you try your best to invest in some spare batteries, or like me, I got a dummy battery, right? Which is always a good idea, and which is always good to have. So what are my thoughts on the Sony ZV-E10? Honestly, it's a fantastic camera for vloggers, content creators, offering a great value for its price, right? I have not had any problems with the camera yet. The image quality is superb, and the features are, I want to say, tailored for ease of use. Even though the memory system is somewhat like but I also think that Sony made it for content creators specifically. However, it lacks the in-body stabilization, so it's like you might want to use a gimbal for, like, I want to say, smoother footage, or learn how to use that, like, you know, that camera strap thingy for stabilized footage. But anyway, overall, I highly recommend it if you're looking for, I want to say, a versatile and affordable camera, because right now the Sony ZV Mark II is out, and I know the price on the Mark 1 is gonna drop. So that wraps up my first impression and thoughts on the Sony ZV-E10. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more tech videos, and drop a comment below if you have any questions about the camera. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next vid. Peace.